Welcome to episode 184 of the 2-Minute Warning. Today, got a debatable video. I'm going over whether Patrick Mahomes will finish with the most Super Bowl rings of all time, which means, all in all, will he have more Super Bowl rings than Tom Brady? Will he get 6? Will he tie Brady? Will he have more than Brady? And in my short answer for you guys who just want the answer and don't want to hear the explanation, I'm going to say he does not, just because there's too many variables that have to click. It's way too early to determine it. Maybe if he wins this year, things could change, but right now I got Patrick Mahomes not going above and beyond Tom Brady, the GOAT quarterback. Reason being is I love Patrick Mahomes. I think he's the best quarterback in the league right now. Not much of a debate for me. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson are just a hair behind them, but I'm definitely going to take Mahomes as my number one guy right now. But Tom Brady and the Patriots did something no other team really had, and had a dynasty over 20 years. I mean, the dude had 6 rings, I believe 9 Super Bowls, and he's still not done. He's with the Bucs right now, and he might get more. We don't know. So my main reason for saying no is that it's just, one, is too early, and we've seen this type of talent before. Aaron Rodgers won early in his career, a Super Bowl early in his career, and we thought maybe he'd go on to win several. Now the dude's 36 and he still has one. Same with Drew Brees. He won relatively early. We thought he'd go on to win a few more. He's 39 or 40, 41. He still has one ring. Peyton Manning, arguably, the GOAT debate was between him and Brady until Brady took off. Manning had a win early with the Colts, and even though he had a loss against the Saints, he still had 2 relatively early Super Bowl appearances, and we thought he'd have lots of Super Bowls, have 3, 4, 5, 6. He finished with 2. Russell Wilson, second year in the league, he won a Super Bowl. Third year in the league, he appeared in the Super Bowl again. He hasn't been back since. He's now 32 and only has 1 ring still. So we've seen quarterbacks like this have this high level of talent early in the league, win early in the league, and expect huge dynasties to come about it, but it doesn't happen very often. Yeah, there's Joe Montana, who has 4, Terry Bradshaw, who has 4, Troy Aikman, who has 3, and so on and so forth. But we've never seen anyone even come close. I don't want to say come close, but we've never even seen someone come to 5 other than Tom Brady, let alone 6. So I just think it's going to be too hard for Patrick Mahomes to get it together. Yeah, he has the tangibles you need between a great coach, a solid defense, a solid receiving core, great receiving core, solid run game. But I just think with Patrick Mahomes having that huge deal, becoming the highest paid quarterback in the league, which he deserves, he's just going to eventually, in time, take a too much salary cap where he can't afford Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger. He can't afford Travis Kelce. He, as in the Chiefs organization, can't afford all this talent that surrounds Patrick Mahomes, such as Tyrann Mathieu, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, Sammy Watkins, McCole Hardman, Le'Veon Bell, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Eventually, you're going to have to cut back some of this talent, and Mahomes, still being a great quarterback, could definitely make playoff runs and maybe win 2, 3, or 4 Super Bowl rings. It's just eventually the Chiefs can't afford all that talent. Those guys are going to want their money, and the Chiefs can't pay them all. And when you have that situation, the Chiefs are definitely going to take a step back and not be as dominant as they are now, and then you're going to have other teams become even better. And they're just, I don't want to say they'll get stopped and shut down, but eventually they're going to hit a roadblock or a team that's just as good as them, and they're not always going to be the greatest team in the league by far. Yes, I think the Chiefs will go back-to-back this year, and Mahomes will get his 2nd ring relatively early, and I think he could get a 3rd ring within the next 3 years as well. However, Tom Brady and the Patriots did something that's never been done before. 9 Super Bowl appearances over 20 years, 6 rings. I just don't see it happening now again with Patrick Mahomes. There's too much talent in the AFC and in the NFC that he's going to have to go through, up and coming between Josh Allen and the Bills. I think him and Mahomes are going to be a great rivalry for the long time. Tua is becoming a great quarterback for the Dolphins. They're going to go to the playoffs. Justin Herbert, great rookie for the Chargers. If they get a coach, they're just one step away from being a playoff contender, and they're in the same division as the Chiefs, so that's an issue for sure. Then you got Joe Burrow on the Bengals. Yes, I'm naming a lot of rookies, but there's other guys too. Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry and the Titans. Phillip Rivers and the Colts are definitely going to get too old, but who knows if they draft. Who knows if Trevor Lawrence comes in and creates a dynasty himself. I just think that, and that's not even to mention the NFC of Jared Goff, the Buccaneers still, Drew Brees and the Saints. Yeah, they're old too, but you've got up-and-comers between Kyler Murray, like I said, Jared Goff, so on and so forth. you guys get the point. I just think there's too many things that would have to fall in the Chiefs' order, such as those star-studded guys willing to take a paycheck for a ring, which in my opinion would be a great move, but too many guys, I don't want to say they're selfish, but they want to get paid, which is understandable, and you can't blame them for it, and they're going to go to a team that'll give them that max contract or that big money rather than the Chiefs, who probably can't afford it in the end. In this once-in-a-century thing that the Patriots did, I don't think it's going to be repeated just immediately after, so I'm sorry, Chiefs Nation. I don't think Mahomes will get 6 rings or go above and beyond and get more than Brady. I think he'll cap out at 3 or 4, and I think he might go down as possibly the greatest quarterback of all time, but I don't think he'll finish with the most Super Bowl rings of all time. 2-minute warning.